Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Today I'm going to make an envelope and a box envelope for cards. So this is just a normal envelope, so very easy to make, and I'll show you that in a moment. This one is a box envelope, so when you've got cards that have got a bit of dimension and they won't fit in a regular envelope and you want to sort of protect them a bit in transit, we can make these envelopes. So easy enough to make, and I'm going to show you how to make them using the Couture Creations scoreboard. Now it's more than just a scoreboard. You can do boxes and envelopes and things with it as well. So let me just flip it over. And you'll see on the back here, there's a bone folder and the envelope instruction guide. So we'll just put this back in place. Now on the back of the board, there's a little ridge here. So by placing that in the corner of your scoreboard, it will lock it into place. So today, for this particular one, so this card, so obviously you can make them for any size card, but this particular card is 6 by 5 inches. So we need to find a box size to hold that. So we'll go probably this one here. So 6.5 by 5.5 box that's 3/4 of an inch high. So to start off with, you will need your piece of paper or cardstock to be 10 by 10 inches. So it states everything on here. Let me see if you can, if I lift that up. So you can see here's your box size, your paper size, and then the score lines, which we'll go into in a moment. So we're using the 10 by 10 cardstock. So what we're going to do, it says on here that our first score line, which will be our outer score line, is at 5 inches. So you can see here we've got inches marked. So we're going to slide our little bit of card just under this little notch here and move the base of it to 5. And with that little notch up the top there, we're then going to score down. Then it says the next line, which one were we? Here, is at 6. So we're going to slide this down until the bottom is at the 6-inch mark. And again, score down. Now from there, you're going to rotate it. Now, I'm not sure if you can see the line, but there's the score lines there. Actually, if I fold it, you might see it better. So using that line, that top line, we're going to line it up with this little edge of the triangle lip here. So line that up so that your little line is at the bottom of that lip, and score down and slide it up until you've reached the second line, and same thing. Then score it, then rotate it again, and now we're just going to repeat that process for the other side. So line it up with your first score line, making sure it's still level down here so that you get a straight line, and score, move it to the next line and score, and rotate it again to do your last lot of scoring. So we're lining it up on the top score line and go down, then the second score line, and go down. So what I've done here, I've actually drawn it so you can see what it should look like when you're finished. So those lines are my score lines. So what we're going to do next is do some trimming. So you can see where I've got the red, that's what we're going to cut out. So we're going to cut down to there, and then we're going to cut all the way down to the second line on that one, and then trim on a bit of an angle there. Cut that one off, and then we're going to trim on an angle again down to this other corner. Now you don't necessarily need to do that, but I just find doing that makes a better tab. So you do that on each corners. So you've got the line there, so you're going to cut the same here, and then we're going to cut just to the first line there and trim off to an angle there. Cut this bit off and trim that on an angle, taking a little wedge out so that you have that. So you continue doing that till your card looks like that. So you've got some little tabs and your edges that will fold in. Now we'll just move this out of the way. So from here, flip it over. Now you can glue or you can use double-sided adhesive. That's your choice. I prefer the double-sided adhesive myself. So I've put the tape on the two side flaps and the two bottom little wedges. So now we'll flip it back over, and then we're going to attach these. So I'll just pull the backing tape off. Now again, like I said, you can use glue if you prefer. And we're going to attach that, so we're going to make a nice corner and pop that into place. So I'll just use my bone folder and give that a good press. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So it's probably best if you actually fold all your score lines first. And then again, we're going to make a nice angle and press it into place. So I'll just fold on the score line so we've got them all in the right places. Then fold your side flaps in, remove your tape. Now when you're doing this part, make sure you've got this nice and straight, so when you do that you've got a nice corner on this edge. Fold this one down like so, and glue into place, and then do the same again on the other side. So making sure you've got it nice and level to get a nice corner on the top and a nice corner at the bottom, and attach it. So I'm just going to give it a press, and then you can pop your little flaps in there to put your card in. Tuck your little flaps in there, and then add your adhesive to finish off your little envelope. And there it is. So it's a nice sturdy envelope. This is 280 GSM cardstock. So it's nice and firm. And then that's ready for posting. So once you attach all your glue in place, and there it is. So very easy to make, and you can do a variety of sizes. So that's an envelope box. Now we'll make a normal envelope. So I've got some paper here. So this is from the Couture Creations Lavender Love collection, and it's double-sided. So if you're making a card to suit the paper, then that's great. So now the card I'm making is a 4 by 6 inch envelope. So which is this one here. So your paper needs to be 8 1/8 by 8 1/8 of an inch. So now we're going to line our paper up. So our first score line is at 3 3/8 of an inch. So like we did with the box card, we line it up. Line the bottom of your paper at your 3 3/8 of an inch. That's for this size card. Obviously, if you're doing different sizes, your starting measurement will be different. And do your score line. And then the same as the other one, we're going to rotate. Line it up with that previous score line. And score again, and continue doing that. Oh, it's a bit hard to see that one. There it is. So line it up on there. And score. And the last one. Lining up your score line with the edge here. Making sure your paper's level against your guide. And score. And then getting some scissors. I've got little bits of paper everywhere. Just trim away those little triangles. So that will make it better to fold. So we'll just do that all the way around. While I'm doing this, I'll let you know I have a couple of Facebook groups. One's called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. The other is called Barossa Valley Crafts. I'll add the links in the description. And if you'd like to join, you're more than welcome. There's a question to answer to join, but that's easy done. And then you can share your creations with like-minded people. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to fold it. So I'll just burnish the folds. There we go. It makes a nice, neat little envelope. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of double-sided tape to hold mine in place. There we go. Just pop that on there. And another bit on the other side. And then we can stick it down. So just remove the backing tape. Flip it over. And there we go. So now that is ready to put your letter or card in. So you can pick either side as your inner or outer if you're using double-sided paper. And that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Quick demo. Oh, now on the back here, This is if you want to make a box. So it tells you here your box size, your paper size, and then it tells you your score lines for the base and for the lid. So there's always a tiny little bit of difference so that it fits together, but we will do those another day. But so easy and such a versatile piece of equipment, and I love it. So I'll just pop it all away so I don't lose anything and it all stays together. And there it is, the Couture Creations scoreboard. So you would have to find a stockist near you. I go to Image Plus Scrapbook Superstore in Tassie for my products, but that's it. So an envelope and box envelope. So thank you for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Bye.